Welcome back to Marble League Football. Today we have week 4 of the league. It is great to see you back here, and we'd like to kick off some Marble League Football. Here is the results of week 3. We have the Reapers still on top of the West, and the Kings still on top of the East, as well as the Spartans and the Wranglers. 4 teams undefeated. Can the Hawks and the Huskies look to find the first win? First game we have the week features the Huskies and the Spiders. The Huskies are 0-3, lost to the Kings last week, and the Spiders are 1-2, lost to the Mustangs last week. Can each team find a win here? The Huskies won the coin toss and elected to receive the ball to start the game here. And we kick off week 4 of Marble League Football. There's a stop there, but we have 2 penalties on the drives. The Huskies will have 2 retries here. And they score a field goal, make it 3-0 to start the game here. Spiders, first try in the game, trailing 3 points already. And they get stopped. They go into the second quarter, trailing 3 points. Huskies lead 3-0. Can they tack on more points here before halftime? They go down. And they get stopped, but there is a penalty. And they add some more points before halftime here. They're up 3-0 over the Spiders. And they did not. They get stopped. They get 3 points for the Huskies in the first half. Can the Spiders go to halftime with the lead here? Down 3 points. Touchdown! 2 touchdowns! And a field goal. Make it 17-3 going into halftime. Spiders will start the second half with the ball here. Up 14 points. Touchdown! Make it 24-3. Spiders with a big lead over the Huskies. Huskies just can't find to score some points in this season so far. There's 3 penalties on the Huskies. We haven't seen that so far this year. They will have a retry on every ball here. They score a touchdown and a field goal, make it 13-24. The Huskies are still somewhat in this game, but they're going to stop the Spiders here in the fourth quarter if they want a chance. The Spiders go down. And they get stopped! Exactly what the Huskies needed. Down 11 points. Can they find their first win here? Fourth quarter, down 11 points. Touchdown! They're down 4 points. There is a penalty. They have 1 more try. Can they win here? Their first game. No, they get stopped. Your Spiders advance to 2-2, while your Huskies advance to 0-4. Still winless here in the Marble League football season. This win is big for the Spiders as they move up in the ranks in their conference, while the Huskies still look to find their first win. The Spiders score 3 touchdowns and the Huskies score 2 touchdowns. Look for both teams to bounce back next week. The next matchup features the Pirates and the undefeated Kings. Can the Kings continue their dominance on the season, or will the Pirates find an upset here? The Kings won the coin toss and elected to defer for the second half, so the Pirates will start the game with the ball here. And we're off! The Pirates go down. They score a touchdown. They take an early 7-0 lead over the Kings. There is a penalty. They'll have a retry. Can they add more points to this game early on? They don't. They get stopped. Kings will have the ball here in the first quarter, down 7 points. And they continue their dominance. Touchdown! They tie the game up, make it 7-7. Kings have been really good this season so far, hence why they're undefeated. What kind of Pirates stop that here? Score a field goal. They take 10-7 lead before halftime. Kings will have 1 more try before the half to see if they can take the lead back. Can they do it? Touchdown! They do! 14-10. There's the penalty. They have 1 more try before halftime. Can they take advantage? Remember, they also deferred, so they will get the ball in the second half. They do not take advantage. They go into halftime 14-10 with the lead. They start the third quarter here with the ball. Can they overlap the Pirates? They go down. Start the second half. Field goal. Make it 17-10. Kings with a possession over the Pirates. And the Pirates come back here down 7 points. Go down the field. Field goal. Make it 13-17. There is a penalty though. Pirates have another chance here to add more points. They're down 4. And they do it. They get stopped. Going into the fourth quarter, the Kings with the lead over the Pirates 17-13. They have the ball here. Can they add to their lead to stay undefeated here? Field goal. Make it 20-13. It's a possession lead over the Pirates, but there is 2 penalties. They will have 2 more chances to add more points. Field goal. Make it 23-13. A 10-point lead over the Pirates. Kings need to stop here to stay undefeated. Can they do it? Pirates need 10 or more to stay alive. Touchdown! Touchdown! Wow! Your Pirates will defeat the Kings. The Kings, undefeated no more. How much points can the Pirates put on? And that's the game. Your Kings fall. The Pirates take down the undefeated Kings here in the MLF. In an upset win, the Pirates defeat the Kings. The Kings drop to 3-1, while the Pirates go to 500 at 2-2. This is very great for the Pirates as they look to move on in the conference. Kings need to stay on top here. The next game is Tigers and Spartans, another undefeated team here. The Tigers are on the come up with 2 wins in a row. Last week they beat the Pirates, and the Spartans last week beat the Sharks. Look for it to be a great game here. The Tigers won the coin toss and elected to receive, so they will start the game with the ball here. Look for it to be a great game with 2 good teams here. And we're off. Touchdown! Field goal! We get an early 10-0 lead over the Spartans for the Tigers. Spartans here, first chance here to put some points. And they get stopped on 2 balls, but there is 1 penalty. They have another try here to put on some points in the first quarter. And they get stopped. Great defensive stop there by the Tigers. Again, the Tigers are on 2 hot wins, while the Spartans are undefeated, so we have a great matchup here so far. Touchdown! Tigers take a big early lead, make it 17-0. Spartans have 1 more chance here before half to put up some points. They need it dire here. Touchdown! Going to halftime, trailing 10 points. 17-10, your Tigers are up. Spartans will start the ball here in the third quarter, down 10 points. They need something huge this half to stay undefeated. 2 touchdowns! And just like that, they take the lead. That's why they're undefeated. Make it 21-17 with the penalty, so they have another try. Field goal, make it 24-17, and just like that, the Spartans come back. The Tigers will not shy down easy though. There's a field goal, make it 24-20. Going into the fourth quarter, the Spartans have a 4-point lead over the Tigers. This game may have some complication in the playoffs, so this is very important. No points for the Spartans in the fourth quarter. This is the chance for the Tigers to come and win this game. Will they do it? 2 touchdowns! Your Tigers win! 34-24 over the Spartans. No more undefeated teams in this conference. Your Tigers with a massive win. They move on to 3-1 as well as the Spartans. But since they beat the Spartans here, they have that upper hand so far in the conference. Hence why this game was very important. It's a great game by both teams. Look for them to both bounce back next week. Next game we have the Sharks and the Mustangs. The winless Sharks looking for their first win, while the Mustangs look to add on to their win column here. Look for it to be a great game. The Sharks won the coin toss here and elected to defer for the second half, so the Mustangs will start with the ball here. He's put up 3 points early on, take an early 3-point lead over the Sharks. The Sharks have had some unlucky games here. They put up a lot of points, but still haven't found a way to win the game. They put up a field goal, they tie it up. There's a penalty. They have another chance here. They take advantage. They do. Put up another field goal. They take the early lead, 6-3 in the first quarter. Now starting off the second quarter, the Mustangs will have the ball here, down 3 points. They've had an up and down season thus far with 2 wins. Field goal. They tie the game up. They get 6-6 before the halftime. The Sharks will have 1 more chance here before the half, and they take advantage. Touchdown! 2 touchdowns! Make it 20-6. Big lead over the Mustangs going into halftime. They will start the third quarter with the ball as well. Can they overlap the Mustangs? 26. Touchdown! 2 touchdowns! Make a huge lead, 34-6 over the Mustangs. This is the perfect game for the Sharks to make a comeback in the season. Looking for the first win. The Mustangs have something to say about it, and they do anything about it. Touchdown! Got the lead down, 34-13. They're still in this game somewhat, but they need things to go their way. Fourth quarter, the Sharks can really close this game out right here. Touchdown and a field goal! 44 points for the Sharks. 44-13. This may get out of hand, folks. Mustangs go down. A touchdown, but it's not enough. Your Sharks with the first win of the MLF season over the Mustangs, 44-20. Your Sharks move on to 1-3, while the Mustangs drop to 2-2. This could be a pivotal time for the Sharks as they look to come back in the season, while the Mustangs need to figure things out if they want to stay in the playoff race. Look for both teams to continue their path on the season. The next game will feature the Dinos and the Bulls. Both teams 1-2 with fairly low average of scoring for the season. Look for both teams to finally find their groove here. They want to make some moves in the playoff contention in the conference. The Bulls will start the game with the ball here as they go down. They get 2 stops, but there is a penalty. Will they take advantage of this penalty and take an early lead in the game? Go down the field. Touchdown, they do. The They take an early 7-point lead over the Dinos. Again, both teams 1 and 2. A win here will have a great advantage for either teams. Touchdown and a field goal for the Dinos. They take the lead going into the second quarter. And the Bulls respond, down 3 points. Touchdown! 2 touchdowns! Make it 21-10. 11-point lead over the Dinos before halftime. Can the Dinos do something before the half? Field goal. Cut the lead down to 8 points. They're trailing going into halftime. They have the ball here to start the third quarter. Can they come back in this game? Touchdown! Make it 21-20 with a penalty. Down 1 point. Can they take advantage of this penalty? Touchdown! They do! They take a 6-point lead over the Bulls. Make it 21-27. How can the Bulls respond here? 2 penalties. Touchdown! They respond exactly how they wanted to. They take a 1-point lead with 2 penalties. Can they take advantage? Touchdown! They do! Make it 35-27. It's an 8-point game going into the fourth quarter. How will the Dinos respond? Down the field. Touchdown! They're shy 1 point. It's not enough. The Bulls will win this game. How many points can they score? Again, in this league, points matter, so you need to score as much as you can. They score 14 more points. Your Bulls win over the Dinos, 49-34. Those extra points are really good for them in playoffs. The Dinos advance to 2-2, scoring 7 touchdowns on the day, while the Dinos fall to 1-3, even though they scored 4 touchdowns. Bulls looking to make their way into the playoffs, while the Dinos are still climbing their way back in there. Next game will feature the Knights and the Serpents. Both teams looking to make their way into the playoffs. Look for it to be a great game with great uniforms in this one. The Knights won the coin toss and elected to receive the ball. They go down to start the game. Touchdown! Took an early 7-0 lead over the Serpents. The Serpents look to tack on points in the first quarter. They're down 7. 2 touchdowns! They take the lead, 14-7. They fire off from cylinders early in the game. Look for it to be a high-scoring game the way it has started. Will that be the case? The Knights go down 10 points. Make it 17-14. So far, it has been a high-scoring game. 17-14 in the second quarter. Serpents look to put points before the halftime. Touchdown! 2 touchdowns! 28-17. Serpents take the lead going into halftime. They will start the game with the ball here in the third quarter as well. Up 28-17 over the Knights. Looking to add a win here. 2 touchdowns again! Wow! 42 points already in the third quarter by the Serpents. The most they've scored all year. Can the Knights come back here? Only a field goal. That won't really help too much. They're down 22 points. Can the Serpents add more points already to their total in the fourth quarter? Up 22 points. They could really close it. Oh, there's a ball out. 10 points! Make it 52-20. A 32-point game. It looks like they have this game wrapped up here. The Knights go down 10 points, make it 30-52. Serpents looks like they're going to walk away with a win here over the Knights, 52-30. In a game of the week type performance by the Serpents, they put up 52 points, a league high, over the Knights. They move to 2-2, while the Knights also move to 2-2. Both teams are 500. The Serpents will have that advantage because they won today. Look for them to advance greatly in this season. The next game will feature the Hawks and the undefeated Wranglers here. Look for the Wranglers to continue the win streak, while the Hawks look to gain their first win here in the MLF season. The Hawks won the coin toss and they want the ball here to start the game. They get stopped, no points. Not the way you want to start off against the undefeated Wranglers here, the Hawks. Wranglers have the ball here in the first quarter. They put up a field goal and a touchdown, making an early 10-0 lead over the Hawks. This has been a problem for the Hawks all season long. They just can't seem to find an early lead. It's the same thing here, especially with the Wranglers. Go down 6 points. Hawks now trail by 4. Wranglers have a chance here before halftime to increase their lead if they can. Wranglers are undefeated and have had a great defense this season. They put up 3 points. They get a 13-6 lead over the Hawks going into halftime. They will start the third quarter with the ball here, up 7. Again, the Wranglers have had really good defense this year. Touchdown! Make it 20-6. Hawks down 14 points here. They really need something to go their way if they want to stay in this game. Touchdown! Make it a 13 to 20 point game here. A 1 possession game against the Wranglers. And the Wranglers here in the fourth quarter are looking to increase their lead if they can to stay undefeated. And they get stopped! Wow, Hawks! Great defensive stop here to keep them in the game. Fourth quarter here, down 7. Can they knock off the Wranglers and get their first win? Field goal, no! Not enough. They fall short, 16-28. Your Wranglers will remain undefeated while the Hawks are winless still. The Wranglers have come out with, close wins this season, but they are still undefeated at the top of the conference, while the Hawks are on the bottom, still winless here. Look for both teams to continue going on in the season. And our final game of the week will feature the Scorpions and again your undefeated Reapers. Reapers putting up 33 points per game while the Scorpions only 21. Look for it to be a great game. The Reapers won the coin toss but elected to defer for the second half. The Scorpions will start the game with the ball here. They go down. Touchdown! Take an early 7-point lead over the Reapers. The Reapers are known to come back and score points right after the points are scored on them. So can they do it here? 10 points! Just as we were saying, the Reapers come back, take a 3-point lead here in the first quarter. How can the Scorpions respond going into the second quarter before halftime? They're down 3 points. Touchdown! 2 touchdowns! They take a lead here, 21-10 over the Reapers. The Reapers down 11 points before half. And they cut down the deficit. Field goal. Score is 21-13, 8-point game going into halftime. The Reapers will start with the ball here in the third quarter. And they come back in this game, down 8. Touchdown! And another touchdown! Make it 27-21. They make a comeback. The Reapers have been doing this all year long so far. That is why they are undefeated. Can the Scorpions answer back here, down 6? Touchdown! They take the lead. And there is a penalty. They have a 1-point game here. Can they take advantage of this penalty? They do not. The score is 28-27 going into the fourth quarter. Reapers are used to this type of game here. They've been in an exciting game so far this year. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league. Touchdown! They take the lead here in the fourth quarter. 6-point game, 34-28. Scorpions need something big here. 6 points for overtime or more to win this game. Can they do it? Field goal? 2 field goals! They tie the game up. We're going to overtime, folks. 34-34. Can the Reapers remain undefeated, or will the Scorpions pull off the upsets? Sudden death. Field goal for the Scorpions. There's the penalty for the Reapers. They have one more chance here. Can they tie it up, or can they win? No! Your Scorpions with the upset here. They take down the undefeated Reapers. The Reapers undefeated no more. The Reapers with that loss will drop to 3-1 here, while the Scorpions will be 2-2 at 500. What a great performance by both teams, but the Scorpions edged it out in overtime with that field goal. This is a candidate for a game of the week, as it was a great one to end the week. And here we have the standings at the end of week 4. We had some upsets here. The Kings lose their first game of the season. They still remain on top of the East Conference at a 3-1 record. But the Tigers, 3 wins in a row, looking to take that second spot in the East Conference, 3-1. The Spartans fall to 3rd place. The Pirates, Mustangs, and Spiders all there at 2-2, looking to fight for that number 4 spot, the last spot in the playoffs in the East Conference while we get close to the halfway point of the season. In the West Conference, we have the Wranglers taking over as the only undefeated team left in the season. The Reapers fall to 3-1 and get upset by the Scorpions. They go to 2nd place, and we have a 4-way tie with the Bulls, Knights, Serpents, and Scorpions. The Dinos and the Sharks are on the bottom of the league, looking at only 1 win on the season, while the Hawks and the Huskies are still looking for their first win in the season here of the MLF. As we move on to this league's winners, we have Team of the Week, the Serpents, scoring a league high of 52 points with their win over the Knights. They put up a miraculous performance with 7 touchdowns and 1 field goal. Look for them to keep it up throughout the season. Game of the Week, which features the Reapers and the Scorpions in an overtime thriller. The Scorpions shock the world and take down the undefeated Reapers to give them their first loss. These 2 teams here will be your winners of the Week 4. And this concludes Week 4 of MLF football. Tune back to see how we do in Week 5 to see if your team wins. Thank you.